Good morning, Millersville. My name is Jacob, and you're tuning into Millersville University Multimedia. Love is in the air this week as students and residents in the area prep for the season of love, with Valentine's happening on Tuesday. It's safe to say that everyone is feeling the love this week, whether it's from friends, family, significant others, or friendly neighbors. Feelings are being caught faster than the flu. The only way for you to shake this fever is through a special date night in Lancaster City. Taylor, Carlos, and I highlight some spots that you should check out with your date.
Love is in the air in Lancaster City this time of year, and couples are looking for fun things to do locally for their special romantic-filled day. Fellow Lancasterians had this to say about Valentine's Day.
I have a boyfriend, so I think we're gonna go out for dinner. Then we got like gifts for each other.
Yeah, I don't think we would say we had any particular, like, we're gonna go out to dinner or anything like that, but we might figure out some way to just kind of chill or, go see something fun together.
Well, I'm having a little Galentine's night. Me and my friends are going to Shot and Bottle. There's 6 of us, so we're just gonna hang out there.
Yeah, it is pretty important to me because that's, I met my fiance on Valentine's Day, actually. We just moved here. We met in a bar up in Albany on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is different for everyone, but the theme of love is still there no matter what. Some spend the day with their special someone, some have a Galentine's Day, and some couples choose to make the most of Cupid's special day by going out on the town, catching a show, or grabbing a bite to eat in Lancaster City.
So I'm taking my wife Leah to the Fulton Theater to see The Wiz. Should be a nice romantic evening and hopefully a good start to Valentine's Day.
The Fulton Theater is a great choice for a romantic Valentine's evening, showcasing some of Lancaster's top creative talent in the area. Couples are sure to have a great time.
I'm just taking my girlfriend to a romantic breakfast at Prince Street Cafe.
The Prince Street Cafe is another great option for couples looking to have a casual dining experience, of course accompanied by some great coffee. This option is sure to perk up your romantic day. Lancaster City has a little something for everyone on Valentine's Day, and is sure to make for a memorable day. And if your partner has other things in mind, well, Lancaster City also has that covered for you too.
What great stories and places to visit in Lancaster. I heard that the Prince Street Cafe is a real hit with the coffee lovers. As well, the Fulton Theater is definitely a hotspot for the thespians in your life. How many people do you know are in a relationship? Maggie, May, and Rachael walked around campus and asked a few people what they were looking forward to for the day and if they had truly had a Valentine's this past Tuesday.
Relationship. My name is Katie Sigler. I've been in a relationship for over a year.
Gage Staub, 1.5 years.
I'm Victoria, and I've been in a relationship for like 5 months.
My name is Riley, and I've been in a relationship for 1.5 years.
Zach Price, and I've been in a relationship for, I think, 15, 16 months.
My name is Michael.
Katie.
And we've been together for a year and a half.
Sure. I'm Kelsey Evie.
I'm Heath McInerney.
We've been together for just over 3 months.
My name is Kevin Liu. I've been in a relationship for a year and 2 months.
I'm Eli.
I'm Matt.
It's almost 4 months now.
Okay, I'm Michelle.
I'm John.
We've been together for 5 months.
You or your partner asked to be their Valentine yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
No.
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 Not yet.
Not officially, no. Now it's too early.
Yeah, not yet.
I asked him. He hasn't asked me yet.
She has asked me. I've not asked her.
I asked her, yeah.
What are your plans for Valentine's Day?
So far, I don't got any.
Probably go to dinner.
We're getting all-you-can-eat sushi.
We don't have any plans.
Yes, I think we're going out to dinner that night.
We don't have, like, concrete Valentine's Day plans.
We're gonna go get dinner together?
Cannot be stated.
I told him he had to make all the plans.
We're gonna buy each other like a Lego set, and then we're gonna make it.
That's a secret. I can't say that yet.
We don't have official plans yet, but we're gonna hang out, like do a double date with some friends.
What is one thing you would like to happen or wish to get on Valentine's Day?
Red roses.
Protein powder.
Probably sushi. That's all I want.
I would like to get flowers on Valentine's Day.
She wants a stuffed pink Stitch doll.
I don't know, I just want to go out and do something fun.
And quality time with Riley, of course.
Quality time.
I mean, the only thing I want is just to be with her, so.
Just spending time with you. Yeah.
Have a great Valentine's Day.
And may everyone have a great Valentine's Day, whether you're celebrating now or another day. For those who don't celebrate for a variety of reasons, maybe give another day a chance. You might learn to accept the holiday, just like how Ryan Espenson has worked his whole life to try to accept himself for who he is. Katherine and Jacob sat down with him as he discussed his sexuality and his ability to find love in himself and others.
Valentine's Day is a day filled with all kinds of love, from friendship to family and even significant others. Love is in the air this week. Ryan Espenson is a junior here at Millersville. Throughout his life, he has had his fair share of struggles, one of those struggles being his sexuality.
All right, Ryan, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay are you?
I'd say about a 7.5.
Ryan has come a long way since middle school, where he first realized he wasn't straight. He also has given thought into his sexuality and what it means to him.
I think that whatever people think they are can be adjusted.
Ryan has been a student here for 3 years now, and he's definitely made quite a few friends along the way who support him.
My family has done a little to help me. Mainly my sister has helped me. But I don't know, my friends have been very accepting. My friends have helped me. I feel like I've definitely had a couple of teachers help me out throughout this journey.
Just because he has a strong support system doesn't mean he hasn't questioned himself.
There have been times where I was like, oh, maybe I'm straight. Oh, maybe I'm just gay. And it's like, oh, maybe I just... There have been times where, like, I didn't think I was attracted to anyone at all. And it's a constant journey.
One of Millersville's epic values is inclusion, and being a part of the LGBTQ+ community here has given Ryan the capabilities to flourish.
Forget all of your fears, because if anyone who has known me for more than like a year or two, they know that, like, when I came here, I was a very shy individual. I was very, like, not very expressive of myself. And, 3 years later, I'm the most expressive person I think I've ever been.
Overall, this Valentine's season, Ryan has not only found love for everyone, but has also found love for himself.
What's a better way to spread love this season than through acceptance to all people? Sharing your passions with people is yet another way to express love this week. Georgea and Hunter got together to share their passion for baking. They made some really good raspberry cookies that you might want to make for your loved one.
Do you need something to satisfy your loneliness this Valentine's Day? We've got you covered.
We're going to show you how to make raspberry chocolate chip cookies in just under 15 minutes. Here's what you'll need. 2 cups of flour, half teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 plus 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1.5 sticks of butter, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, half cup of raspberries, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. First, preheat the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you're going to combine the wet ingredients. This includes 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk. To separate the egg yolk, we used a water bottle by squeezing it over the egg yolk to transfer it into the bowl. And then 1.5 sticks of melted butter. Then give the wet ingredients a quick stir until it is uniform in color.
Now you'll add the dry ingredients. We'll start with 2 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of brown sugar, and finally 1/4 plus 1 teaspoon of sugar. Now you'll mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients until it turns into a dough.
Now you'll add half cup of raspberries and 1 cup of chocolate chips to the dough. Stir these ingredients into the dough well enough so that the raspberries begin to break up into pieces and the chocolate chips are well combined. Line your baking sheet with parchment paper and evenly place the dough on the pan in 2-inch balls.
Place your pan in the oven for approximately 8 to 10 minutes, or until the edges begin to golden. Make sure to let them cool for about 5 to 8 minutes until removing them from the baking sheet. After trying them, we agree that they were delicious and will be the perfect addition to your table of Valentine treats this February.
What a great recipe, you two. I can't wait to try them for myself. Back in October, WIXQ's very own Doc Rock passed away. Since then, his legacy has lived on throughout the station. Trinity and Megan talked to the station's manager about Doc and Mama's relationship and how much love and compassion they shared at the station up until his death.
Oldies but goodies with Doc and Mama Rock. Every Saturday from 4 to 7. You would hear the Boston voice accent coming from Doc, like, you know you would having a good time. They would play like old school, like 50s, 60s, like we're going back to like when your grandparents were like in the 60s and 70s. They've done a lot, not just only here at the station, but for the university as a whole, especially with sports events, announcements. They've done a lot of things that you couldn't imagine. They started in the late 60s, early 70s here, and Doc was actually the faculty advisor for the station at the time. So they've done a lot here, especially for students and things like that, especially for the community. They've been together for, I think, 60-some years. So they have great history, especially on the show too, on their show. They just have like this uniqueness of love together that they've done for so many years. Like you can tell, I've never seen them argue. It would just be like a little tiny argument and he'd be like, eh, and she'd be like, yeah, that's a little bit it. Like you would never hear an argument. You just felt like you were at home. They made sure to keep this station going. And I remember Doc's last words before he passed away last year. He always told me, do not give up on the station, keep the station alive, and make sure students can be involved and actually understand college radio. Now, it's a little bit different without Doc and Mama, but you can still feel some of the energy when you come in through the door. You can feel that uniqueness and the love and caring that still happens here. They always know how to make students feel welcome, especially in any club and organization, especially WIXQ.
Rest in peace to an inspiration to the Millersville community and music lovers alike. Speaking of music, our musical guest this week is student musician Olivia Alton. How are you doing today, Olivia?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm good. So, you're a student here at Millersville, correct?
Yes, I am.
What year are you and what is your major?
So I'm a current sophomore here and I'm a social work major.
So, what instrument will you be playing for us today?
I will be playing the violin.
And how long have you been playing?
For 10, almost 11 years.
What made you want to start playing the violin?
I honestly just always really enjoyed violin music as a kid and I always knew I really wanted to play it. So in the 4th grade, I got that opportunity.
Do you have any specific song that you like to play that you might consider to be your favorite?
I really like playing the Pretty Little Liars theme song. I really enjoyed that show when I was in high school, so I really enjoyed playing that a lot.
So, how did you learn to play? Did you go take lessons, teach yourself, watch YouTube videos?
So I learned at school. We had an orchestra at my elementary school, and we had a person who was our music director, and she taught us all how to play the violin, and that's how I learned.
Is there anyone specific that you would call out as your biggest inspiration in learning to play the violin?
Probably just my music teacher. Her name was Miss Carrie, and she knew how to play so many instruments, not even just orchestra instruments. She taught the band as well, so she knew how to play all these different instruments, and she really inspired me to learn more and to keep growing with my music.
All right, thank you for coming out, Olivia. Why don't you play us out?
All right. I had a feeling I was going to do that. Should I go again? Okay. Love you guys. Be calm, Megan.
Rest in peace to an inspiration to the Millersville community and music lovers alike. Speaking of music, our musical guest this week is student musician Olivia Alton. Hey there, Olivia. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So, you're a student here at Millersville, correct?
I am.
So, what year are you and what is your major?
I am a sophomore here, and I am a social work major.
And what instrument will you be playing for us today?
I'm going to be playing the violin.
How long have you been playing the violin?
For 10, almost 11 years.
What made you want to start playing the violin?
I was always really into violin music as a kid, and so I always knew I wanted to have that opportunity, and when I was in the 4th grade, it opened up for me to be able to learn.
Is there any specific song that you would consider to be your favorite to play?
I really enjoyed playing the Pretty Little Liars theme song. It's a show I really enjoyed when I was younger, so I wanted to learn how to play it, so yeah.
When learning to play the violin, did you have any specific way of learning? Did you take lessons, watch YouTube videos, or just mess around with it, teach yourself?
I did kind of mess around with it and teach myself, but I also mainly learned at school. We had a music director at school who I was able to go and we had class time for it, and we also had lessons, and that's where I was able to learn how to play.
And is there anyone that you would consider to be your biggest inspiration in wanting to learn to play the violin?
Definitely my music director from elementary school, Miss Carrie. She knew how to play so many instruments, and I just thought it was the most amazing thing in the world. And so she really inspired me to practice more and to learn more and grow every day with my music.
All right, Olivia, why don't you play us out?
All right.